Bernie did fumble a black vote, and it wasn't just because of the establishment. There's a reason why a lot of people like Kyle back then and Shu were treating the class war as separate from the culture war. Yeah, but Bernie Sanders was always very pro-racial consciousness. Far more so than Joe Biden. Joe Biden's a crusty old white guy. Bernie Sanders was literally like at the civil rights protests. It's one of the main things people know about him. The idea that Bernie Sanders was a class reductionist was bullshit. It was a lie made up by the establishment. Bernie was always more progressive than any one of his opponents on every issue. He was unambiguously pro Black Lives Matter movement when he had his stage stormed by those BLM activists. He let them take the stage and air their grievances. However you feel about that, it was clearly, a deferential expression from him. Like, to believe that Bernie Sanders was in any way bad for black people, you would have had to have been the victim of propaganda. That it is a propaganda position. Hillary Clinton tried to smear him for being reactionary. Like, how will, how will making healthcare universal address inequality towards disabled black women, Bernie? Which is like, what? You're Hillary Clinton. You piece of shit. What are you talking about? And they get the wheelchair for free. I don't know. Elizabeth Warren trying to smear him as sexist for no reason. She tried it against Obama too. She called Obama. Didn't she say that Obama was working with like thugs or something? Like Obama's campaign offices were being staffed by race hustlers? Like a bunch of like black boys from the Chicago that she was crazy racist against them. Wait, what actually? Yeah, dude. She was like on the race bit, and she did it with him being a Muslim too. Like that like image of him when he was wearing the turban because he was meeting with some. They unironically did the Bernie bro slander to Obama. Hey, Obama boys, back off already. Young women are growing increasingly frustrated with the fanatical support of Barack and gleeful bashing of Hillary. Guys, I think Hillary might gender hustle a little bit. It's her term. And didn't she attack his preacher or something? Yeah, that happened a lot. Hillary Clinton literally started the birther movement. Yeah, it was this one, right? That famous picture? If only it would load the picture. Over the weekend, her campaign allegedly circulated a photograph of Mr. Obama wearing the turban and traditional dress of a Somali elder. The past year, the Obama team has been fighting back against a whispering campaign that he is a dangerous Muslim, he's a Christian, da-da-da. Yeah, they, wait, really? Yeah, this one. It was this. It's like a famous picture. Clinton aides claim Obama photo wasn't intended as a smear. The site said it was circulated by Clinton staffers and quoted one saying, "Wouldn't we be seeing this on the cover of every magazine if it were Clinton?" The picture was taken when Obama went on a visit to Africa as a senator. Obama, whose father was Kenyan, visited Wahir in the Kenyan Northeast, close to Somali and Ethiopian borders, and was dressed by locals as a Somali elder. The Clintons are a tumor in the DNC. This wasn't even the main thing to me. This was like really bad, but the racial politics she played, like beyond that. I cannot imagine America electing a president during a time of war, the Iraq War, who is not at his center fundamentally American in his thinking and his values. Let's explicitly own American in our programs, the speeches and the values. He doesn't. Billy Shaheen, co-chair of Clinton's New Hampshire campaign, raised the issue of Obama's drug use as a young man and the possibility that Obama could be attacked as a drug dealer. He said he was talking about how Republicans would attack Obama, but his statements had the effect of injecting racist stereotypes into the campaign. It'll be, when was the last time? Did you ever give drugs to anyone? Did you sell them to anyone? The next day, Clinton privately apologized to Obama for Shaheen's comments and claimed she had nothing to do with them. Obama didn't accept the apology, based, because he believed Clinton's campaign was circulating emails claiming he was a Muslim. Yeah, there was all the... Stephanie Tubbs Jones, a member of Congress and Clinton surrogate, when asked about the circulation of the photo, implied Barack Obama is native to Kenya. I have no shame or no problem with people looking at Barack Obama in his native clothing, the clothing of his country. If we're supporting a woman or an African American for president, we ought to be able to support their ability to wear the clothing of their nation. I'm getting a trip down memory lane, man.
You saw that lovely photograph on Drudge yesterday, and Drudge said initially the Clintonites gave it to her. If the Clintonite did that, would you consider that first a dirty trick? And secondly, would you think the individual that did it should be fired if they could find him or her?
Understand this, the Clinton campaign does not condone people putting out pictures that they seem to believe are inappropriate. But let me say this, I I have no shame or no problem with people looking at Barack Obama in his native clothing, in the clothing of his country. This is a diverse country, and people across America recognize that. I would not personally have done it, and we can't attribute it to anybody in our campaign. But the Clinton campaign does not condone the conduct, and we would hope that America is going to have an opportunity or begin to see if we're supporting a woman or an African American for president. We ought to be able to support their ability to wear the clothing of their nation.
Representative Stephanie Tubbs.
Remarkable.
You don't believe that Senator Obama's a Muslim?
Of course not. I mean, that's, that there is no basis for that. I take him on the basis of what he says, and, there isn't any reason to doubt that.
You said you take Senator Obama at his word that he's not a Muslim. You don't believe that he's a Muslim?
No, why would I? There's no,
right?
No, there is nothing to base that on, as far as I know.
It's just
Barack Obama's connection with his former pastor, Jeremiah Wright, became a major controversy in the 2008 presidential campaign because of his strong, controversial, and sometimes radical statements on America and U.S. policy. Tapes were obtained showing the Reverend saying, "God damn America," instead of the expected "God bless America," and speaking frankly about the treatment of black people in America. Jeremiah Wright's sermons were reflective of what you'd hear in a black church anywhere in America, and despite the caricature perpetuated at the time, Wright was neither a separatist nor anti-white. While there's reason to believe that Jeremiah Wright tapes may have come from those associated with the Clinton campaign, what is certain is that Hillary Clinton used guilt by association to further other Obama as un-American and downright scary to white people. He used a selective view of Reverend White's message to go on Obama, leading up to goddamn America paints very different. Clinton claims that Wright blames America for 9/11. Hassan linked Obama to Luis Farrakhan as well as Hamas. Why the f*** are we covering this shit? Because I'm mad at the Democrats? No, video unavailable. Clinton campaign began making the argument that Obama was not electable because he was not winning over the support from white voters. What does this article go on about the stuff really early on, where Hillary Clinton and her surrogates were basically making the argument of like Obama's campaign team being a bunch of scary black guys from Chicago? You know what I mean?
How does Hillary Clinton win the nomination? Well, Kathy, there was just an AP article posted that found how Senator Obama's support among hardworking Americans, white Americans, is.
Oh, man. You get that from like a Trump bit now,
Weakening again, and how the whites in both states who had not completed college were supporting me, and in independence, I was running even with him and doing even better with Democratic-leaning independents. I have a much broader base to build a winning coalition on. How does Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, if anything, I feel like a lot of this wasn't even brought up much in 2016, When Hillary Clinton ran, considering how popular Obama was, I feel like it should have been a lot more electorally, damaging to her within the primary, how nasty she was, nasty woman, to Obama. And I hate Obama. Hillary's target audience was young voters who never saw that. Hillary's target audience wasn't, Denny K, you don't need to spam. I saw and very deliberately didn't respond to it the first 5 times you said it. When Biden was governor, prison inmate labor was used at the governor's mansion. They had slaves. Did Hillary even have a target audience other than herself? White women, I guess. Because she really disingenuously accuses other people of being misogynists, and she's racist. So my guess is that's kind of the intersection